So just to conclude, if on the other hand I'm a willful creature, then there's strategies I can use to survive this, right? Like, for example, I can determine a way to tell the difference between the poison and the nutrient. And I can, when popping out one of the poison pills, I can simply set it aside, and all it's cost me is a few moments because I don't eat it, right? In the case of flipping the coin, yeah, I could say, flip it 1,000 times. I can maybe ignore the result I don't like, and I can use the probability to determine, how long it'll take me. How much waste will I have to be willing to produce? I can do my mathematics of whether it takes more energy than it's worth based on, well, if only on average half of the time I get something useful, how much does it cost to spend the energy twice? Is that energy worth the reward that I get only half the time? And I think if you look, these are exactly the kind of decisions that we are making, and in fact, all mammals, and in general, you could generalize this to all living beings. There are no sure things, but they don't have to be sure. All of us living things, play the odds. And even when the odds are very slight, like think about animals searching for food or microbes searching for food. Of all the chemicals you're going to encounter, even where food is allegedly plentiful, there's a lot more things that are not food, that are not have no nutritive value for you. But that's okay because whether or not you will succeed depends on how much energy it takes to go through all of the things you find and recognize the ones that are of value to you. So a randomness of this sort, especially a quantum probabilistic randomness, does not imply chaos. It doesn't mean things go together. And this is why I expect people to understand it, because this is something we're supposedly all taught, even in high school, about statistics and probability. And the idea that it would all be chaos, which I have faced this argument many times, though you didn't give it, but I'm responding a little bit to some of the comments in these comment threads in the videos. The idea that everything would be chaos, that would mean that a casino owner couldn't set things up so that they were sure to make money. Does anybody believe that? No. So where are they getting the idea that systems based on probability are inherently chaotic? And finally, because I think you did mention something like this, but perhaps again I'm getting this from somewhere else, there's the fact that people say, oh, well, okay, there's indeterminacy on the quantum scale, but not on our scale. Well, we know from the mathematics of chaos that one event in a complex system can have wide-ranging ramifications. So we know that it's not true that you contain the effects of single events entirely. Yes, in the probabilism of it is that in most cases, in the center of the bell curve, you won't see those tiny effects having long-range results and long-range effects. But we know that at the edge of that bell curve, that is exactly what you see. Now, if we are living creatures with wills, then the game we play is exploiting these exceptional cases at the wings of the bell curve.